What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We interrupt our normal programming for a very special edition of Zath's Replay Theater. I want to bring to your attention a really cool program that Wargaming is starting up. Now, this program has just recently been released on the Russia server, and it's basically being tested now. And then it's going to go worldwide, starting, I believe, in June. And it should, in theory, be active right now at the time of this video. This program is going to replace the original program that they had, which was called the Play with Friends program. You might recall you had a referral link, you got good stuff, they got good stuff, and that was the end of it. This program has completely been redone, and I think there's a lot of cool stuff you're going to get out of it. So I want to share with you guys how all of this is going to work. All right. Now, these are screen captures from the Russian website, and they've been auto-translated. So what that means is that some of this may look a little bit different on the actual NA, EU, whatever portals, okay? That includes some of the terminologies. You'll see up there it's called the Fraternity Program, whereas I've been told that the program is going to be called the Recruiting Station. All right, we'll find out which one it is when it's released. There's a couple of other discrepancies with what I've been told, so take those numbers with a grain of salt. The key here is the whole impetus of the program and what it's supposed to bring to the table. All right, so it's three basic ideas. First, you get into the program, you send people links, you get them into the game. Second, you earn recruitment points, and therefore can spend those points on containers that give you special rewards. We'll get to that in a little bit. Okay, now they have on their site two different types of people. They're called recruiters and shipmates for us, we've been told, but they're called mentors and allies on the Russian site. Okay? I don't know. Either way, as soon as you send recruitment links to people, you will get what's called, on their site it's called a frat container, but I'm pretty sure that that's just going to be a standard recruiting container. Okay? And I'll get to a little bit what that standard recruitment container means. But to define things here, a recruiter is going to be somebody who's inviting other people to join and play World of Warships. Doesn't matter if you're a seasoned veteran or you're a novice player, you get to be one of these guys here on the left. Again, the Russian site calls them mentors, we're going to call them recruiters. Okay, you have to have at least played 5 battles, and you have to have played your last battle within the past 90 days. Okay, now note on this site here, it says you have to have at least 15 battles. Again, go with what's on the portal, but the whole concept here is the same thing. Now, a shipmate, or again on their site, an ally, is somebody who joins World of Warships on your invitation. That shipmate status is available to those who either have not registered a Wargaming account, have played less than 5 World of Warships battles in total. So maybe it's somebody who played a couple games, it's not really my cup of tea, and then uninstalled. Call them up and tell them to install the game and play a few more games on your link. That's an easy way to get somebody back. Or somebody who hasn't played World of Warships in more than 90 days. So maybe that's a friend of yours who hasn't logged in a long time. Maybe it's somebody, a clan mate or something like that. I've got, I think in my clan, somebody who hasn't played in 434 days or something like that. So you better believe I'm going to send them my link to come back in and play. Anyway, now let's say you do get somebody to come in and start playing. They might ask, well, what's in it for them? They're going to end up getting some goodies, as usual. They're going to get the Tier 7 cruiser Diana Lima, a port slot, and a commander with 9 skill points. Now, for people who are brand new to the game, brand new account, I don't think you can use skill points on those commanders just yet. So what that means is they will probably have to play a bunch of games first before they can notice that. So if they say to you, hey, I didn't get what I'm supposed to, make sure you let them know that. Now, once they've played a battle in a tier 6 ship, they're automatically given the tier 6 battleship Warspite. Premium ship, great ship, good penetration, and if you can aim right, you can do some good stuff. It's got decent secondaries too. I remember back in the days when Warspite was the secondary meme ship. Boy, that was a long time ago. Anyway, she's a great ship to take into a scenario battle, and I would say that's a good opportunity for you if you've got a brand new player who's just made it to tier 6. It's a good opportunity for you to get some games in with them in a div in a scenario battle. They also get 7 days of Warships Premium, 5 million credits, 25 of the special signals, as well as the regular signal flag. So talk about a great way to bump up their XP grinds on some of these ships. 5 more resources containers will also be in their port. Now, once they get to 25 victorious battles, okay, that means they have to win. And it has to be in tier 5 to 10. So for some people, that might not be for 150 games. That might not be for 400 games, okay? You're just going to have to make sure that they're aware of that. But anyway, you can get 14 days of Warships Premium and 2 super containers. Hopefully they're not like 100 Zulu flags. That's what I always seem to get. But anyway, you will get 2 super containers. Keep in mind that this is only applicable to existing players with more than 5 battles, but who haven't played World of Warships for 90 days or more. So this is meant as something that will bring back people who we haven't seen in a while. Okay? Now it says here that tasks can be played for all battles, so co-op, scenario, random, ranked, clan battles, all of those will count. Training room battles do not. Okay? Now that's what your ally or your recruit or your shipmate gets. Let's talk about what you get, the recruiter and or mentor, depending on the verbiage. Oh, that's a messy infographic, but there's a lot to see here. You're basically going to get what's called recruitment points or tokens every single time your person plays a game. That's the top one up there. Okay? Oh, by the way, you also automatically receive 400 recruitment points right away as soon as somebody takes that link and creates an account or plays a battle under your link. So that's pretty cool. You automatically get that. You get that standard recruitment container, and then you also get, like I said, 10 points for each battle played by your shipmate. Now those points will show up at the beginning of the week. Now if you look at the infographic there, you see how it's got you plus the ally there, that ally symbol? That means that if you are divisioning with that newer player, then both you, then you get basically bonus recruitment tokens. So essentially you're being encouraged to play more games with your shipmates, which I think is really kind of cool, because it encourages you to mentor these new players and teach them how the game works and stuff like that, and answer a lot of their basic questions and that sort of thing. That is awesome sauce, in my opinion. Now, if that doesn't get any better, you also get extra recruitment points for each time you win with either, with that person or whatever. So when you division up with somebody and you help them win the game, boom, you get extra goodies. That's pretty awesome if you ask me. Now you can earn up to 1,500 recruitment points per week total. Okay, not per shipmate, but total. So the maximum recruitment points you can get is 1,500 points. As long as your shipmate continues to play, you're going to continue to accumulate recruitment points. A recruiter... Okay, that's all I've been given a whole bunch of numbers. They're slightly different from the infographic. It doesn't matter. What matters is you get these points, which then you can spend on stuff, okay? Now, keep in mind there's a couple of key things here. One is that you need to be earning XP in those battles that you play. You have to earn at least 150 XP in a tier 1 to 5 ship, or if you're in a tier 6 to 10 ship, it has to be at least 300 base XP. Essentially, they don't want people that are just going to create a bot, div up, go into a battle, and sit there and AFK. That's not fun for everybody else that's playing, and that's really abusing the system. So that's put in place, I think, to help block some of that. Okay? Now, you might be saying, Zath, what can I get for these? Well, let's talk about this. So here's your basic container. This is what's called your standard recruitment container. You can earn or win the Tier 2 Battleship Mikasa. A lot of people love this ship. It's got great secondaries, terrible primaries, but great secondaries. And so a lot of people like to take that into games, whether that be co-op or standard. Random battles. The Tier 4 Premium Ship Yubari is a pretty fun ship. It's got defensive fire, which is the only ship at Tier 4 that has defensive fire, so that's kind of neat. You can get the Tier 3 Russian Premium Cruiser Aurora. Pretty fun ship. It's kind of like if you've played the St. Louis, an American just tech tree cruiser Tier 3. It's similar to that. The Tier 5 Marblehead Lima. I have a special place in my heart for Marblehead, so it's exciting to see that you can earn or win a Marblehead. And the Tier 2 Premium Destroyer Smith. The Smith is the first destroyer to come out with single fire torpedoes, and they reload really quickly, so it's kind of fun to just run around and just tell people to dance. Now, you could also win 3 special signals of all those different types there: Basilisk, Wyvern, Hydra, Dragon, Red Dragon, Leviathan, Scylla, Ouroboros. Those are the ones that give you crazy, insane amounts of XP, free XP, Commander XP, or credits, or a mixture of those. You can win 10 each of different signals. Equal Speed Charlie London, that's free XP, or sorry, that's 50% to regular XP. India Bravo Terra 3, that's minus 10% to ship cost at the end of the battle. Papa, which is 300% to free XP. Zulu, which is 20% to credits. Zulu Hotel, which is 50% to Commander XP. And yes, it's very sad that I know that. I'm moving right along. Don't judge me, please. You can earn 3 camouflage, battle hardened, or This Is Your Day Commander camouflage. So the This Is Your Day Commander is really good for earning Commander XP, and the battle hardened is pretty good for your daily wins and stuff like that on ships you're grinding. 3 days of Warships Premium, 100 doubloons, 1,500 coal, 5,000 free XP, or 150,000 credits. So not bad, and the cool thing is you get to decide if you want to roll for this container or not. Again, it's 500 recruitment points. Okay, next up is the large container. Now, you know Wargaming, they're going to do a tiered system here. So next up is basically slightly improved premium ships and drops of other stuff. So you've got the tier 6 premium ship Huang He, probably one of the best in this lineup here, because it's got that long duration smoke as you, well, it's not, it doesn't, it's the amount of action of the consumable. So basically it gives off those puffs. The duration is not that great, but if you're moving at a quarter speed or something like that, you can basically creepy crawly through a map with your smoke and shoot things. It's just a lot of fun. The tier 3 premium cruiser Katori, it's okay, whatever, it's a premium ship. The tier 6 battleship Mutsu, this one's a lot of fun in scenario battles as well, and it's got some nice penetration characteristics. The cool thing about the Mutsu is it has torpedo launchers that replace some of its secondary batteries, casemate batteries. I believe it's 2 tubes on each side, and they reach like 7 kilometers, and they've got really good reload, like 30 seconds or something. So if you end up in a 1v1 brawl with another battleship, if you play your cards right, you win that automatically, which is hilarious. The tier 5 Krasny Krim is a bit of a meme ship. It's got lots of guns, but it dies easily, so you have to be really good with your positioning in that ship. And then there's the tier 6 Monahan, which is basically an American destroyer with an identity crisis, because it plays a lot like a Japanese destroyer if you pick one of the hulls. Now, you could also get, instead of those, you can get 15 special signals, your special economic signals, you can get 50 signals of your regular type, and that's 50 instead of 10. So that's a pretty good bump right there. You can get 10 This Is Your Day Commander or Battle Hardened camos, 7 days of Warships Premium, 500 doubloons, 5,000 coal, 15,000 free XP, or 750,000 credits. That's a lot of credits. Now, if you're cool with saving up your credits here, or whatever they call these tokens, what have you, well, you can go for the huge container. I love they call it the huge container. Huge container. In this container, there are upgraded premium ships. You've got the Tier 7 Japanese battleship Ashitaka. This ship is like the Tier 8 Amagi base hull. Okay, so it's got 10 guns and 5 dual turrets. This thing is amazing in scenarios, especially Narai. It's probably one of my favorite battleships to take out in Narai. It's fast, it's got armor, it's got the guns. It doesn't have anti-air, but as of right now, there's no carriers to worry about, no planes to try to dodge in scenarios, so that's an ideal place for it. The Tier 6 Duca d'Aosta is an interesting choice for a cruiser. It's got 12, that's correct, 12-kilometer torpedoes, and some other good characteristics. It's okay. You could play it in scenario battles, random battles as well. What I find is interesting is the last two here, the Kid, the Tier 8 Premium Destroyer, American Kid. This ship is great right now, especially in the meta with carriers being so constant in battles. So the Kid has defensive fire, and it's got really, really good anti-air for a destroyer. So it's a very unforgiving ship because it also has a heal. So it's got the repair party consumable as well. And it's got American Smoke. I mean, what more can you ask for? It's a fun ship, and it's a Fletcher as well. So it's got, I believe, the 5 guns on it. And then finally, you've got the Tier 8 Prince Eugen. It's a German cruiser. The Prince Eugen is a pretty fun ship as well. I think it was about a year ago that Prince Eugen was buffed by adding a repair party, otherwise known as a heal consumable. So just like the Kid, it's a little bit more forgiving in that it can be healed up as well. It's got German 1/4 HE pen, which means that those 203mm guns can pen 50mm armor, which means that you can penetrate battleships with HE and just laugh away. So that's kind of neat. You could also get 5 special camos. Now, this is the Spring Sky or the Asian Lantern. Spring Sky is my favorite for grinding free XP because you get, I think it's like 200% to regular XP, 555% bonus to free XP. Now you combine that with your 777 Ouroboros, and you combine that with your other XP and free XP flags, and you can take this sucker, any ship, into Narai when it's like a ×2 or ×3, 100% to 200% first win bonus, and you can grind away 15, 20, 30,000 free XP. I mean, it's insane using that camo, so that's one of my favorites. That's good. 30 days of Warships Premium, that's not something to turn your eye towards, turn away from. You've got 1,000 doubloons, 10,000 coal, 30,000 free XP, or 1.5 million credits. Not bad. Now, one thing I want to point out is compared to the large container, you'll note you don't have those regular economic signals as possibilities. So, and you'll also see up there you've got up on the top, that gold ring typically denotes a better chance at winning something. So you have a much higher chance of winning a special economic flag, of the special camos, of doubloons, or coal, or free XP, or credits. Hard to tell if doubloons are included in that. And of course, a higher probability of earning premium ships. Now it's going to cost you a bit. You're going to have to be patient here. It's 3,000 of these recruitment points or tokens, whatever. So, you have to wait for it. But hey, you're basically getting rewarded free stuff for recruiting people to play the game, playing battles with them, because remember, you're encouraged to division with them, and basically just have fun with your friends. I think this is really cool. Now, there's something else that you can get too. And I want to draw your attention to this. This is really interesting. This is called the 10% cash back system. Basically, the way this works is a recruiter will get cash back from purchases made by their shipmates. So a shipmate goes into the premium shop, says, hey, I want to buy some premium time, or I want to buy this really cool ship. Say they plop down $50 on the, I don't know, the Tier 8 Battleship Lenin, for example. Well, you're going to get 10% of that cost back in doubloons. Okay? Now, this recruiter, you have to have at least 2 shipmates that are eligible to get cash back. So you can't just have one friend active in order to get this. You have to have 2 shipmates recruited, 2 people that have gone through the program. It doesn't matter if one, I think it doesn't matter if one goes AFK or something, but basically you want to at least recruit 2. That's your goal if you're looking to get a whole bunch of doubloons here, okay? Cashback is going to be credited, like I said, in doubloons, and that's going to be percentage of the cost. And the cashback is credited on the first day of the month. Now, it has to be at least 30 days plus. So what that means is if a shipmate made one purchase of the premium shop equal to a value of 100 doubloons on the 15th of June, the recruiter will receive, that's you by the way, will receive the cashback of 10 doubloons on August 1st. Not July 1st, but August 1st. Now, it might seem to you like that's BS, why is it taking so long, oh my god, this is unfair. But what they're trying to do, I think, is they're trying to prevent people from abusing the system by having shipmates go and buy a whole bunch of stuff and then charge back on their credit card or something like that, and that sort of thing. So the fact that you have to wait up to almost 2 months in order to get your bonus doubloons, I think it kind of discourages that kind of abusive system. Okay? So guys, that basically covers it. What do you guys think of all this? Do you like the system? Do you think it's fair, balanced, worthwhile? Like I said, I think it's kind of cool. It's encouraging you to play in divisions with your friends that you're recruiting. And why wouldn't you play in divs with them anyway? So that's kind of neat. So anyway, throw your comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this system. And don't forget, if you used your own Play with Friends link before and encouraged friends to play and they've signed up under it, you still fall under this program. Your friends will become shipmates and you can start diving with them immediately and earning a ton of these recruitment points. Alright guys, that'll be it for the day. Thanks for listening and enjoy. Start recruiting people. Peace out.